Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Nadeau versus Santilli and Zarra.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Ms. Nadeau, you confess you are caught in the middle of two lifelong best friends because you slept with them both and now have no idea which is 2-year-old Cameron's biological father. Now, Mr. Santilli, you admit it's taken you 2 years to mend your broken heart since Ms. Nadeau revealed to you on Christmas Eve she'd slept with your best friend. Furthermore, you say she then dropped the bomb that he may instead be your son's biological father. That news, you say, has devastated you beyond words.
Yes, Your Honor.
The best friend and second potential father, Mr. Zarra, will be joining us momentarily. Mr. Santilli, now what will you do if today's test results reveal Cameron is your biological child?
I'm gonna break down. It's been over 1.5 years. I had to convince my 4-year-old how he doesn't have a younger brother no more. I had to convince myself that he wasn't my son.
Oh my goodness. So, Ms. Nadeau, what happened?
His grandfather was sick and passing away. And he decided in a text message he was going to tell me that I was too good for him. We needed to break up, that I needed to focus on me. He was just going to bring me down. And
I was mourning in my own way, Your Honor.
as much as I tried to stop him, he left anyways. So I continued to go and see his grandfather while he's in the nursing home getting sicker, starting to pass away. The day he passed away was the day his best friend told me that really he had broken up with me for the girl upstairs.
And so this is the best friend you ended up sleeping with.
Yes.
So how did that happen?
The day that he passed away, I was holding his hand. And Tom was standing, Mrs. Zarra was standing behind me, and we both just took it hard. It's not easy to watch anybody pass away, never mind somebody you were so close to. So we went out afterwards and we had some drinks.
And during this time, when you were going through all of this and mourning your grandfather, you feel like Ms. Nadeau was intimate with your best friend.
I had no idea at the time.
I was stuck by his side the whole time.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
But at some point,
And who did you come to the wake and funeral
I
with?
came with him.
You
I
ended
sure
up
did.
with his, oh, you came to the funeral with his best friend?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
After you had slept with him?
Yep.
So that is during this time.
The first time me and Mrs. R slept together was the day he passed away, the day his grandfather passed away.
You don't really know who the father is.
No, I can't say.
You know, I always thought there was a code that, you know, if you have a best friend, they don't sleep with your girl or any girl you dated. Look, unless it's been years or you get prior approval.
We are two consenting adults who are both single at the time.
Well, you're definitely two
But when
consenting adults.
when I
But I'm
denied-
saying, is there any part of you that said, he just lost a person that meant everything to him.
No,
I'm his
because
ex. Maybe sleeping with his best friend wouldn't be the best idea?
Absolutely not. Because if I mattered so much to him and it was so important, he wouldn't have left for the girl upstairs.
All right, so Jerome, I think it's time to talk to Mr. Zarra. Please escort him in the courtroom.
Sir, go ahead and take a seat for me. Outside seat. Going right up here. Watch your step. Come on.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Zarra. Thank you for joining us today. I have to ask you, how do you end up sleeping with your best friend's girl?
First off, he told me to do
passed
it.
away?
He told me specifically in his house, yo, I don't care about this girl. I have another girlfriend. He just sit there and lied and said,
them words never left my
Yes,
lips.
they
were
did.
going
I
out
was
with the girl
saying
upstairs,
right,
bro.
yes.
That's
You said they're
They
adults,
did.
let
As
them
my
sleep
brother,
together
you
if
should have
they
known
want to
better.
It
sleep
don't matter.
together.
How you
my
gonna try
brother,
to
you
tell me?
should've known
Yo,
better.
you could do it.
That is
After
not
everything
the
I
truth.
did for you.
No.
You were my brother, kid.
Don't
You
matter.
should have known better regardless. Regardless.
Either way,
Regardless.
it don't matter, man.
So hold on.
16 years I've known you.
Well,
16 years.
So
I broke up with the other girl when she called me and said that she was pregnant.
Not
I didn't
right
break
away.
up with her
Not
like,
right
oh my,
away.
yeah,
Not
at
right
first.
away.
Because
Not
at
right
first,
away.
at first there were rumors going around that you were sleeping with him. So of course, at first I said the kid wasn't mine, like anybody would.
Said that, like.
So hold on, Mr. Santilli, let me ask you this. When you found out Ms. Nadeau was pregnant.
At first, I did not believe the child was mine. No, I denied it to the fullest, yes.
Okay. Glad
At
you
first.
admitted it.
Did you know she
No, I
had
did not
already
know.
slept
I did not
with
know
Mr.
that they were sleeping
Zarra?
together.
Hold
They
on.
both
He
denied
asked
it.
me at his house. He said, yo, bro, Kayla just told me that you had sex with her. And I denied it. And Kayla came out right on the porch and said, yeah, we did. He's lying to you. And the only reason why I denied it to him was because his grandfather was sick. That was so he sits here and says he had no idea.
Hold on. How
wait.
did you say this after my grandfather was sick if you didn't sleep together until my grandfather died?
But that's what I was just
How
about
how
to
does
say.
that even make sense?
But either way, even if I did do it before he died, like, it happened.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So at what point did you come to believe this child is mine?
After a few weeks of both of them
After
promising that the
months.
child was mine. Months of them promising that the kid
I was
mine.
about 5 or 6 months pregnant, and he texted me and said that he wanted something to do with the baby and that he wanted to try to be together for him.
So during the birth of the child, which one was with you?
I was there. Here's a picture of me in the hospital the day he was born.
Jerome, let me see that picture.
I cut the umbilical cord. I signed the birth certificate.
This looks like a beautiful, happy day.
Yeah, it was.
And all during this time, in this photo at this time, do you know they slept together at all?
Yes, he does.
No, I
Yes,
did
he
not.
does. Yes, you did.
You promised me he was my son.
Because I thought so.
So you believe the child was yours. Did you sign the birth
Yes, I
certificate?
did.
When he was first born, everybody said he looked just like Dino. But I wasn't too sure. I just kind of kept my mouth shut because I thought, maybe it's my guilt. I thought it was just me who thought he looked like Tom. And the more people that came out the woodwork, the more people would tell me, he doesn't really look like Dino anymore. He doesn't really look like Dino anymore. And the older he got, the more and more he looked like Tom. If you want to look at this one.
Yes, I would like to see that, please.
The older he got, his own friend said that he sat there one day with the baby in front of him like this, looking at him, trying to see if he looked like him or not. He knows he has doubts.
And so this picture you submitted to the court is a picture of Cameron
and Mr. Zarra when he was a
Zarra
baby.
as a baby.
And they look identical. Not only do they look alike, they act alike.
Mr. Zarra, when you see this picture, do you believe?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cameron looks like
a
you?
lot. Yeah.
So, Mr. Santilli, you developed a bond with this child.
For
Naturally,
6 months.
You
It
signed the
doesn't
birth
matter.
certificate?
6 months, 2 weeks, it doesn't matter. I brought him into the world and I was there. Yes, I developed a bond with him.
And you signed the birth certificate?
Yes, I did. I cut the umbilical cord.
How did you finally break the news to Mr. Santilli that
He's going to tell you that I told him on Christmas Eve, and that's not the truth.
That's not the truth.
It's not the truth.
Okay.
We had this discussion weeks before Christmas Eve.
Hold on, that is the truth.
She didn't just say he's not yours. She said it ruthlessly. She said, "How do you feel you're holding your best friend's kid, you loser?" Which is why I snapped.
What?
Which is what led to my incarceration.
That is not what I said.
That's exactly what she said. I
Thank
was
you.
Right there.
Thank you.
She tried to air the dude out. The kid's emotions was already hurt as it was.
When you're in jail, you find out stuff better on the street than in jail than you do on the street.
Listen,
2 days
the
later,
bottom
I find
fact
out he
is
moved into
you
the
left
house.
for another girl, so I am a single
days
adult
later.
and I can do what I want.
So 2 days after
Not
you
even
went
the very
to...
next morning. I'm sorry, the very next morning.
So the next morning after you went to jail from this incident,
He took up his role as the child's father.
This is the first picture of Tom and Cameron together. When I came out and said that, the baby's Tom's, that's what I believe now, and he showed up, it was the day after Christmas Day, and he said, if he's my son, I want to do what I have to do to take care of him.
whoa. That's a beautiful, beautiful little boy.
What am I supposed to do? He thinks that's his dad. He spent sun up to sundown with him for the last 1.5 years of his life. When he sees pictures of him, he calls him daddy. When he sees pictures of him, he says Dino.
These are the exact types of consequences that paternity issues cause. This is it. So, Ms. Nadeau, right now, who are you with?
Neither one of them.
Okay. Is Cameron your only child?
No.
They have another baby together too.
We have a daughter together.
Which we?
Me and Mr. Zarra, and I have another son.
And you're not together?
No.
What is going on with you? What happened that would lead you to be in this position?
I don't know. It's a disaster. I truly believe Cameron's Psalms. And the only reason I even want to do this is because I just need everybody to move on and let the past be the past. Dino shouldn't be responsible for a child that's not his. And Mr. Zarra needs to know that that's his kid and to give it 110%. And hopefully all the fighting will stop, because behind court doors, this is vicious. We do nothing but
it's
fight
vicious
with each
in here.
other. It's worse outside. It's way
And
worse
if
outside.
it's worse outside, that's no place for a child
It's
to be in the
back
middle
and forth
of this.
between everybody.
So,
They're
Mr.
friends one day, the next day they hate each other. One day he wants to be with me, the next day I'm stupid. One day he wants to be with me, the next day he hates my guts.
Oh my goodness. So, Mr. Zarra, she says, Ms. Nadeau just says, she truly thinks you're Cameron's father. Do you think you are?
At first I didn't, but now, yeah, for many reasons. But like,
What are your reasons? Why do you think
number
so?
one, at first everybody was saying it to me, including his family members, her family members, people I didn't even know, making me feel like if I didn't step up to the plate and do things for him or be a father figure to him, regardless if he's mine or not, for his sake, for all kind of crazy reasons, that I was like I was a bad person for it. So naturally, that's what I started doing. Trying to take care of him, trying to give her money for this and that, whatever, which it really wasn't much, but I tried. And
But they love each other now.
And then like now, I don't know, everything's all messed up. That's my daughter right there, and they look
And
exactly
they look
alike to me.
identical.
And when I put Cameron next to my mom, even my friend a couple
So-
of days ago said that.
This is Cameron
And a picture of Cameron,
and
Ariella. my
Ariella.
daughter.
they're identical. And both of them look like Mr. Zarra's mom.
My mom says the same thing, that's my twin.
They act like
So it's not
them.
really so much me, because I look more like my dad as my mom, that they both look exactly like.
And so, really, it was the pressure from other people and from your family that made you
Yeah, at
just
first-
step up to the plate, because you didn't feel in your heart at first Cameron was your child.
Not that, it was just the fact that me and him were friends. Even if this kid's in jail or not, or whatever the case, you should help her out. Mainly for the fact being that that's your best friend, so even if it's not your kid and it's his, you should still do that.
Oh!
And when I mean everybody is telling me to do that. Everybody I know, there was people I don't even know that knew me and knew the whole situation that's explaining to me the same thing. I don't even know who they are.
Trust me, it's coming together now, and I'm understanding. I needed to get a hold of this mess. This is a lot, you guys. And Mr. Santilli, I'm looking at your face, and honestly, I feel for you.
I just want to know so I can move on with my life. I either want to be there or I want to accept it. I've come to realize that it's a strong possibility he's not, but reality still hasn't sunk in yet. It's not a fact. It's still up in the air. So until I hear either way, I'm going to be upset, whether Tommy's the father or I'm the father. It took me almost a year and a half to stop crying over that baby, and now if he comes out mine, I'm going to have to deal with all that backwards again. If he's not mine, then I can take it as it is, but it's still going to bother me because now finally reality sinks in. It's been a year and a half, but there's no evidence, there's no proof, there's no facts. It's still there.
You
I
said
could
it
still be the
yourself, you
father.
don't
He
believe
could still
he's
be the
yours.
father. No, I don't, because it's been a year and a half of me telling myself he's not.
I ask you all the time if you think he resembles
Yes,
you.
because
and you say
it
no.
took me a year and a half. If you would have asked me this 9 months ago, I would have said, yeah, he's still mine. I had to explain to my 4-year-old why he don't have a little brother no more. While he's crying, Daddy, how come I can't see my little brother no more? This was when I came home. He would ask how come he can't see Cameron no more, and I have to explain to him that I wasn't Cameron's daddy. We found out who Cameron's real daddy was, and it was Uncle Tommy.
Oh. All right. Jerome, I'm ready for the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Nadeau versus Santilli, Zarra, when it comes to 2-year-old Cameron Santilli and whether his biological father is Mr. Santilli or Mr. Zarra, it has been determined by this court that Cameron's biological father is Mr. Santilli. Miss Nadeau, you okay? Stand up, sweetie. Talk to me. Mr. Santilli? Tears of joy? Relief? You don't know? Jerome, maybe help her into the seat if she's not feeling well. Are you okay, sweetie? You want to sit down? Want to sit down, or are you okay standing? What are you feeling? Why are you, what's wrong? Are you upset, relieved?
I didn't think he was his.
You didn't think he was his?
I really didn't believe that.
Mr. Zarra, you know, I'm sure you're experiencing some bit of loss of your own. You had pretty much a whole community pressuring you to step up to the plate for the child. Ms. Nadeau, you have children by 2 best friends. You all have got to figure this out. You got to step up to the plate, swing, and score for your children. Court is adjourned.